Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right, just watched a documentary called The Honey Trap, premiering on Showtime and Paramount, about a guy named Kesper. Is that his name? A rapper from Germany who gives up rap to become an MMA fighter, gets his ass whipped, gives up MMA to become a radical Islamist, I guess is the idea. Or he joins ISIS. And I guess, in a way, I guess he got honeypotted, right? This girl, it's about a girl too, who was from Germany, moved to the U.S., I guess, married a U.S. soldier, worked for the FBI with a decently high clearance, top secret level, whatever the fuck she was. Abandoned that to go marry this rapper from Germany and join ISIS as well. Or maybe just to join him. Maybe she did it just to marry him. She wasn't joining ISIS. But she does all that, finds a way out, comes back home, and then this rapper gets killed. Dennis, right? Dennis Kesper or something like that. He gets killed by a drone strike in 2018 and dies. And the name of the movie is Honey Trap. And maybe that could be it. It could have been an operation where she did this kind of secret work. Because she only got 2 years in prison for abandoning the FBI, joining her, I guess, lover in ISIS, then leaving. And people were like, damn, how'd she only get 2 years? Maybe because she was doing an operation. And it was probably like very light 2 years. Who was keeping an eye on her in the first place anyways, let's be honest. So, yeah, it could have been a straight up honey trap. The kids call it these days. I guess an interesting documentary. I think there's a lot of propaganda in it, to be honest with you. Especially when, like, official sources seem to be the main sources. They get a little bit, these intelligence agencies get a little bit shit on when they talk about this idea that we did a documentary we reviewed before called Theaters of War, where we talk about Hollywood having a connection with, intelligence agencies, CIA, FBI, the military, yada, yada, yada. Sorry, Marvel fans. Sorry, guys. Some of your movies have contracts with the military. And they actually can change scripts for the sake of making the military look good. Sorry to tell you, it is what it is. Don't worry, the children will they'll wake up one day. One day they'll figure it out. But I'm going to say the most interesting thing about this entire documentary to me, and it actually triggered my conspiracy mind, which is the German government. They had people there that were Muslim and were protesting and all this shit, and apparently the German government wanted nothing to do with that. So they're like, "Yo, just send these guys to Syria, get them out of here." These guys that, at least for the Kispert guy, he ends up in ISIS, and then you look at that like, wait a minute. Well, you have unofficially, like off screen, if you will. You have the U.S., Israel, Turkey funding these same groups. And Germany sending them soldiers, essentially, by kicking these quote-unquote radical elements out of Germany and sending them to Syria. To me, I'm like, well, goddamn. Like, that's, if that doesn't pique your critical mind, I don't know what to fucking tell you. You don't even have to be in the politics. Just look at it as a script. You'd be like, wait a minute, something's afoot here. So, for me, that was the most interesting part of this entire documentary. A lot of the rest of it seemed like yesteryear news about the Iraq War, and then people in, media spins on Arabs and Muslims, in movies and shit like that. Like, yeah, it's kind of known already. So I'm like, okay, fair. Fair enough. But some of the other stories do not add up. The FBI lady, I guess. I mean, the documentary is kind of questioning that too. I think the FBI lady, the FBI German lady who gets married to an ISIS member, and then she leaves, and then those ISIS members get blown up. Uh, I mean, I think even the documentary itself is questioning that. But I was questioning the little intricate details there of Germany sending troops, or not troops, sending quote unquote extremist Muslims to Syria who are not Syrian, right? To fight in a war that we've seen in 2024, where their government got overthrown by these same fighters. Now, I know people say, like, oh no, these are moderate rebels and those guys over there are ISIS, but there's a lot of mishmashing happening because of this similar goal, which is to take down the Syrian government, which happens to work as a beautiful plan for, once again, countries like Turkey, the US, and Israel, if you've been paying attention. So I'm gonna recommend the documentary, but only for that sake. If you already look into these ideas, or you're already keen to questioning things that are just thrown in your face, yes, watch this documentary. If you're easily led, maybe maybe study some other things first. Maybe watch Merchants of Cool. Watch that documentary first, and then come watch this one. How about that? Great. I don't grade documentaries except for that one. But other than that, I don't really grade documentaries. But I will recommend it if you have if you have a critical eye and think, then please go enjoy The Honey Trap 2024 from Showtime and Paramount and yada yada yada. It's funny they talked about Michael Bay's Transformer movies being involved with the military and the CIA and all that shit, as far as like what they're allowed to do in the movies and script editing and all that shit. But I'm pretty sure that's a Paramount property, right? Like on Transformers, I'm pretty sure that's Paramount and Paramount MTV, like those things, that world. Pretty interesting, but whatever. I recommend check it out. The Honey Trap 2024. There you go.